this NEET Physics Basic by Master Veshan. This is my channel. I am uploading the videos about the NEET Physics and Physics. So please subscribe my channel. So now we'll go on to the class session. Last class we discussed about the average velocity. Now we are going to discuss about the graphical description of or graphical features of average velocity. We are going to see the average velocity in graph. Now the average velocity is a vector quantity, so it has direction. So the velocity is the motion along a straight line, because if there is a circle line, the direction will be changed. So the motion will be on only straight line, so that the direction will not be changed. So the vector velocity will always be in a straight line. Motion is in straight line, and the direction is given by the sign of displacement. Sign of displacement, which is positive or negative, which means that if the object is moving from forward in the straight line, it is positive. If it is moving backward, it is negative. The average velocity is equal to average velocity given by the bar v. It's equal to x2 minus x1. We will see the graphical description. We took the x-axis and y-axis. In x-axis we took the t, and y-axis we took the x as a distance, and we draw a motion of a car or any other object. This is t1 and this is t2, and this is x1 and x2. The first displacement and the second displacement. This is time interval 1 and 2. Now the object is at P, and it moves to Q. We have to find the average velocity of PQ, the distance, the average velocity between the PQ. So this can be found by v equal to x2 minus x1, that is divided by t2 minus t1. The del t is equal to t2 minus t1. Now here we can draw a straight line. From Q to P or P to Q. Then if we draw a slope here, for this is the displacement or velocity. If we draw a slope, this is the t2 minus t1 value is this, that is del t, and this value is the del x, that is x2 minus x1. So this gives the average velocity of the car or any other object in this graph. So the slope of the PQ straight line gives the average velocity. We are going to see the value of average velocity in graphical method. So the average velocity can be positive or negative or zero. So how we have to express in graph? When the motion of any object, that is in compared to the t or the x-axis, the angle made by the line or angle made by the v value, if it is an acute angle, then the v is positive. When the angle is acute with respect to the average motion of a car or any other object to the x-axis t. When this is acute angle, then it is average velocity is positive. When this comes like this, upwards to downwards, we have a slope here. We can join this here up to the angle made here, the angle made with t, that is theta. It's above the 90 degree. So it is an obtuse angle. Then the v is negative. When it is at rest, then it is a straight line. So there is no angle. Then it is also a zero, because it's at rest. So the average velocity will be 0. So this is when the body is at rest. This is the graphical description of the average velocity is positive, negative and 0. We are going to see what is average speed and we are going to compare with the average velocity. The average velocity involves the displacement. When it involves the distance, the average speed. Then what is average speed? Average speed is the total path length traveled by time interval. The total path length traveled by time interval. The total path length will be distance, the time interval will be same. For this average speed, same unit as the average velocity, that is length by time. In SI units it's meter per second. Now we are going to see that we are going to compare the average velocity and average speed. The path length in the average speed, it is path length. Path length is the distance and it is displacement. The path length is greater than or equal to displacement, and the average speed is also greater than or equal to average velocity, because when an object is moving forward and comes backward, it is the total path length. It is 2 times of the total path length. Total path length in speed. In the speed, it is total path length. It must be 2 of x. When we compare in average velocity, it is x2 minus x1, which will be negative. X2 minus x1, which will be negative or 0. So the average speed and path length is greater than displacement or equal to displacement. The average speed is greater than or equal to average velocity. This is about the average velocity. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos. See the end screen.